Previously on Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Let me out! Let me out! Let me out! Gang, let me out! Thank you.
And now back to teaching students about war.
Hey everybody, the Great Pigman 679 here. Welcome back to Let's Play Fire Emblem Three Houses. Last time we went on a diversion trip after defending killing Mark. And found out that our ward was just a trap. But thankfully, we weren't dead, otherwise we probably would be dead. So this month we're going to be preparing to go to the capital of Ferdinand and Preparation Rousseau right after a bunch of these sports.
I have been watching you in secrecy, Edelgard. But you and Hubert were noticing me, correct?
Well, if you intend to shadow us like that, you can be sure it won't escape our notice. Hubert was primed and ready to remove you. I ordered him to stand down.
You have my thanks. I have been making a decision that I am wanting to learn from you. I was thinking it was enough to be shooting one bird with one arrow. But after speaking with you, I trained with hardness. Now I can be shooting two birds with one arrow.
2 pheasants? Are you implying that...
Yes, a single arrow.
That's astounding, Petra. It's perhaps a bit late to explain now, but what I was getting at earlier was actually...
I am having a joke.
You... come again?
I really was shooting these birds with one arrow, but my joke is that I did have understanding about what you told me. I took it to my heart.
Did you know?
You are a person with great bluntness. I am admiring of you. As an emperor, a commander, a warrior, and a friend, you are excelling at all that you do. All of the Empire is resting on your shoulders, and that is including Bridget, too. I will not be falling behind you. I will be carrying Bridget on my shoulders, too. And one day, you and I will be facing each other, and we will be shaking hands.
Yes, that much is certain. I can see that you no longer need me to look out for you. You and I are much the same. We dutifully shoulder our burdens and stand tall no matter what. It would be foolish of me to deny it.
Your words give me great joy. And it also gave me joy to see you being flustered when I was showing you the birds.
A cheap trick, to be sure, but inarguably funny. To think that you went to all the trouble of shooting 2 pheasants at once for the sake of a joke. Well played, Petra.
We both are growing every day. I hope we will keep doing so.
Finally! Well, another person finally have an understanding for Edelgard having 2 quests. We shall find out.
How are you today, Lysithea?
Fine, thank you. And yourself?
Quite well, thank you.
I overheard something recently. Something pertaining to you and your vision for the future. Is it really true that you intend to create a world in which crests no longer exist?
It's true. My aim is to dismantle the current system of aristocracy. The only reason nobles enjoy the status they do is because their bloodlines carry crests. If crests lose their value, so will titles of nobility.
I really agree with your thinking. My parents have suffered throughout their lives due to their nobility. Due to my own crests, I've never been able to live a normal life. I'm sick of nobility and crests. Of all of it. It sounds as if it's truly your mission to change things. I'll pledge my life to your cause, however short it may be.
Lysithea.
Has your hair always been that color, by the way?
Huh?
I asked because mine wasn't always this color. I lost all pigment after receiving my 2 crests. Edelgard, I want a world where people like you and I are no longer...
Oh, so she does know.
I want you to bring that world into being. If it's within me to help that come to pass, then I'll do whatever it takes.
Understood. I promise to do all I can to see this goal to fruition. And I want you to promise something in return. That you will never stop fighting for your life. Whatever terrible fate awaits us, we can fight it and prevail. I need you to trust me on that. Do you promise?
I promise. I will try my best to believe that.
Good girl. Now then, would you care for a sweet cake?
Please do not call me that. But, yes. Yes, I would.
Okay, I think it was probably for some mutual understanding, not actually spelling it out. But fair enough.
Why am I having so much trouble fighting these tall guys? They're not even stronger than me. You've got to help me come up with a strategy, Linhardt.
Is that not a waste of time? Even if I handed you a perfect strategy, something I've done in the past, you'd never follow it through.
That's because your plans are always so complicated. But come on, I need your help.
All right, I will share with you my tactical genius. I call this my secret plan.
You already have a plan? You really are ready for anything. So, what is it?
Land the first hit. Then keep hitting them hard and fast as you can until they stop hitting you back.
So, you're basically telling me to just fight?
Dodge their attacks, keep up the assault, then go for the knees. Done.
The secret is the knees?
The knees!
Being tall means short people are closer to your knees. Exploit the enemy's weakness, Caspar.
Makes sense. That doesn't sound like my style, though. I don't really want to exploit a weakness.
Then go ahead and continue losing. Or you can listen to the rest of my plan.
There's more? Fine. Tell me the rest.
Your defense is careless. The last bit of my secret is that you need to train in that area.
I won't argue with training. Let's go.
No, I don't think we should...
It's been 5 years. You've got to be at least as strong as I am by now. Come on! You've even got that height advantage you're always going on about. You're the perfect training partner for me. Quit stalling and let's go.
Fine, I'll train with you, but only for a bit.
All right, Linhardt. Come at me again.
Gaspar, please. I need water. I need water. I'm gotta go get some. Bye.
Huh? Hey, get back here. He got away.
Ignatz, I am having a request.
Huh? For me?
Yes, only you can be helping me.
Something only I can do? That's a lot of pressure. What's it about?
I want to borrow your lens, your glasses. I have curiosity.
Oh, you want to try my glasses? All right.
I have so much gratitude. I will be trying them now.
Careful not to break them.
So, Petra, what do you think?
The world appears blurred. Oh, my head feels dizzy. The danger for being sick is now very high.
What? Petra, take them off. If you lean on me that hard, I'm going to... Ah! How are you feeling?
I am feeling much better now. You have my thanks.
You're welcome? I guess you shouldn't wear glasses unless you need them.
Yep, that's true enough.
Yes. I do not have friendliness with glasses. Like heroes' relics, only certain people can be using them.
Glasses are like heroes' relics. What a funny thing to say.
It is not for a joke. I was saying the truth. Your glasses are only for you to use. But I give thanks for you showing them to me.
Petra's always so serious. Relics, glasses. I never thought about it like that.
Professor, I'm sure my father will be waiting in Ferdiad. If I can avoid it, I'd rather not fight him. But I don't think my father is capable of betraying the royal family. Of betraying Dimitri. I must be prepared to do what I have to.
Don't push yourself too hard.
I'm alright. I still stand by my decision to trust in you. Professor, let's make sure we win.
Right.
If we win this battle, it will be an end to the kingdom and to the church. Under the Empire, an era of peace would begin. Many people are cleaving to this notion, but I wonder if it would really end up as such.
It's hard to say.
It's true. It's nothing but hypotheticals at this point. I wonder, was the collapse of Aryan Road really the church's doing? Or could it be that Never mind me. Just thinking aloud.
Okay.
I see. Did you want something? Sorry, I was a bit lost in thought. Or rather, I was thinking about work. My brother had sorted out all his personal affairs. But apparently he'd forgotten about his work duties. So now I've got a ton more work on my plate. Oh, brother. Why must you be so careless? Once this war is over, I'm gonna take a vacation and get some well-earned rest. Back home with my mother.
If you survive.
We're almost to the kingdom capital of Ferdiad. Just imagine. The war might almost be over.
Might!
But is it true that Aryan Road was annihilated? What in the world happened? What is the Seiros Church, really?
It's impossible to say right now.
Of course, Professor. I trust you, okay?
The idea of defeating Rhea is beginning to feel more like a reality. Some may say that I'm returning her goodwill with betrayal, but I believe I've worked off my debt. The real problem is a certain someone else.
Captain?
That's right. She was my partner, after all. I haven't seen her since leaving the Knights. I can see her coming to slaughter me, driven by her mixed emotions of love and hate.
Oh.
Greetings, Professor. The time has finally come to set out for the kingdom capital, Ferdiad. I thought the same thing last month, but I still can't believe the plan was to ambush Aryan Road. I know it couldn't be helped, but even I wasn't let in on the secret. Me! Not gonna lie, that hurt a little.
You're a gatekeeper! You don't have any points on the front field!
Ah, well, let's forget about that. I'm praying for your victory and your safe return.
Thanks.
I have worries. What have I been achieving?
I asked myself that!
When the war is ended, I will be returning to Bridget with much new potential. But have I had enough growth to become the ruler? I have gratitude. I will take your words into my heart. Bridget pride, techniques, and culture. I will be showing all of the world who we are.
I can't really the acquaintance was supposed to be the other one, but hey, whatever.
Rumor has it, King Dimitri is always accompanied by a man from Dusker with a terrifying face. And what's more, this man is said to be so huge, he's often mistaken for a bear.
Claude was known as the master tactician. There wasn't a situation he couldn't strategize his way out
If only Claude was here now.
Whereas King Dimitri is known as the Tempest King. He is a force to be reckoned with on the battlefield. We still haven't ever faced him head-on. Can we do this?
We can.
Yes, of course we can. I'm sorry. I let my uncertainty get the better of me. We have you, and we have Edelgard. Not to mention many other allies we can rely upon. Together, we can overcome even the most formidable foe.
Yeah.
How about Ferdiad, the kingdom capital? From the Empire's perspective, it seems like the northernmost edge of the world. I have come a long way following you and Edelgard. To think, what if I had succeeded Duke Ire as Prime Minister? I would never have had all these experiences.
You're really going up?
I hope that is true. I used to be so naive. For now, let us join together and walk the path that Her Majesty lays out.
I've been thinking about how we've got our own ideas about justice. And so does the kingdom. And what's coming? It's not just a battle between us and them. It's our ideals that are fighting. Whoever wins will say they were right, and the other side was wrong. And I get it. That's how it goes. But nobody's willing to talk or compromise. So we'll fight to the death to prove the other guy's wrong. It won't be an easy battle. But let's make sure we come back alive. Right, Professor?
Right, yes, we should.
Professor, what should I do? Everyone's acting like this is leading up to the final chapter in a book or something.
Everybody seems to be thinking this is the case. I clearly know that that's like the final battle doesn't really truly happen until like the 20th chapters or so.
Is the battle ahead really going to be that climactic? Am I not taking it seriously enough?
What we need to do is relax.
Yeah, you're probably right. I should take a breath and try to calm down.
All right, off to the kingdom capital we go. I feel like I've said that before.
Deja vu, he's just been in this place before. How you want to sweet? Professor, what are you saying? Nothing. Totally nothing that would be happening in a much more different future than here. I'm weird, aren't I? Yeah, you're pretty weird.
Alright, I'm fired up and ready to go!
Who knew firing back his own word at it would actually make him more motivated? Who knew? It's a range, isn't it?
This one? You're all set. This one? You're all set. See you again soon.
Alright, cool. My divine postcard would probably be like at 12. Maybe. It would probably be like 12. We'll just have to see in the next battle. Look, something on the ground. Oh, fella. Okay.
Lord Arundel. As long as he exists, Lady Edelgard will...
Just who is that man?
I believe I have explained before that he is the one who commanded the likes of Solon and Kranya. Cornelia, whom we defeated at Aryan Road, was also one of his...
What?
An irksome sort. We must not fail to be rid of him. He is a maggot, crawling in the filth of the world, feeding off the Empire like a parasite.
When you think of it, as one approaches the end of a war, the sacrifices only grow larger, don't they?
Yep.
The winning side musters their forces and attempts to strike a decisive blow, while those of the losing side make desperate attempts to turn the war in their favor. Neither side will give. I only wish we'd consider those who lose their lives in that struggle.
It's better to drag the war out.
I can appreciate that, but just because a choice is better does not mean that it's good.
Fair enough. Fair enough, Linhart. You got me there.
Professor, do you mind if I complain about something, well, personal? Of course you don't. This army is almost all single men. If that marital status came before or during the war, I'm not to say. The point is, I'm in charge of the infirmary. I wind up treating hundreds of men every week. I get to talk to all sorts of men from all walks of life, all of the time. And yet...
You want to marry yet?
Forget that. I can't even find a boyfriend. Marriage is just... a joke. Just a sick joke. At this point, you're the only man who pays attention to me. I guess I'll have to take what I can get.
When Edelgard first invited me to join this army, I, to be frank, thought her dream utterly ridiculous. But at my advanced age, I was tempted by the notion of chasing a seemingly impossible dream through blood, sweat, and tears. 5 years on, the unification of Fodlan is slowly becoming a reality. Now I feel it may soon be possible to abolish the nobility and create a world where none need suffer due to crests. You need not say anything. I will stay by your side, and hers, to the very end.
That's good, Aiden. Man, if the Black Eagle Sprout is just hard trending, I wonder what the other two ones are going to be like. Oof.
This month, we will take all of the military force we can muster and advance to the kingdom capital of Ferdiad. I have no intention of retreating to Garreg Mach after we've come this far. We will only return after we've conquered Ferdiad and put an end to this war.
That's going to probably allow a way to take a tour of Garreg Mach going out and looking. You know this, right?
Be sure to steel your heart and ready yourself for the battle ahead.
I'll do what I can. I'm going to do for
Are
anything.
you certain? If so, please help me raise the morale of our allies.
Oh. You're over here.
Once the kingdom capital falls, all of Fodlan will be united under the banner of the Empire. Isn't it thrilling? We're going to make history.
Let's stay calm and focus on the battle.
Yes, of course. I'll do my best. Our opponents may be strong, but with you on our side, we can't lose.
Personally, I take no issue with attacking Lady Rhea, but the eagerness of my fellow nobles does vex me. Despite so many grand displays of piety from them in the past, it gives the impression that faith is little more than a tool they use to maintain their positions of power.
Is region obsolete then?
If it is no longer useful as a tool, then I expect the nobles will cease to give it any credence. What is a noble's duty, truly? I hope we will discover an answer in the conflict ahead.
I hope so. Because personally, I'm not finding anything. I'm not a noble, and even I'm finding this whole thing confusing.
They used to call my father the Chief Fargus. Now he's gone, and Aryan Road has fallen. Yet the Knights of Seiros remain. As the boar. What terrifies me most is his stubbornness. He'll keep on fighting to the last man. He's a monster. I've seen it firsthand.
I wonder what the captain would say if he knew we were planning to take down Lady Rhea.
I'm sure he would be proud. I'm sure he's just looking on us from the afterlife. Probably would have been what he wanted the entire time.
Lady Rhea and Captain Gerald went back pretty far. But hey, it's your decision. I'm sure he would have understood in the end. Now, onward to Ferdiad. I'm ready.
My apologies in advance for our boisterous dining companion, Professor.
Professor, please allow me to apologize for the unprofessional behavior of my colleague.
Oh my gosh, you two, just get along. We're not here to fight amongst ourselves.
I've got something I want to ask you.
I think alcohol consumption increases as we continue to fight day after day after day after day after. Oh, I mean for the monastery as a whole, deal, not just for me. But it's something we should be careful about.
I get it. Thank you.
Yay, love it up! About time. About time.
Which means that there are some elements of your power that cannot be explained by current theory. Although this may lead to a discovery that alters the very fabric of Crest research. Oh, pardon me, Professor. I became lost in thought, and I do tend to ramble. I suggest we call it a day. Do you concur?
No, I'm fine to keep talking, man.
No, you mustn't push yourself too hard. When you are not in battle, you are so often here with me. I get so energized speaking with you. Well, I must remember to pull my head out of the clouds. That said, perhaps we should discuss things unrelated to crests from time to time. Some sort of silly, lighthearted topic might be nice, eh?
Do you have one in mind?
I'm not especially skilled at small talk, alas. Let me see. Perhaps we should discuss... I know. Food. Not my strong suit, the culinary arts, but I do enjoy a good meal. Which kind of food do you prefer, Professor? Sweet or spicy?
Sweet.
Same as myself. Yes, indeed. Oh, now my stomach is growling.
My stomach is already growling from wanting to have food soon.
An old colleague of mine theorized that those who bear crests favor sweet flavors over spicy.
I just prefer sweet flavors overall. I don't think it has anything to do with my quest.
She suggested that the crest exerts some manner of influence over... Oh, there I go again. How embarrassing. We were supposed to be avoiding talk of crests, weren't we? Terrible habit of mine. Finding a way to turn any conversation towards crests.
Yes, you do.
I really should find a way to stop that.
You really should. It's okay.
That is kind of you, Professor. But it's all right. If you were to lose your patience with me, it could have an incalculable impact on my research. That sort of thing has happened in the past, you know. Back when I was still in the Empire, at first, any lady I was spending time with would titter and say she didn't mind if I talked about crests. But at some point, she would always become fed up and stop listening to what I had to say. In the end, invariably, while I was particularly focused on my research, she would write to say we were done. You may be a man, but I still don't wish for you to grow tired of my company.
I'm so sorry, Professor. I somehow overslept and missed our training session. I didn't mean to cause you and the others so much trouble. Imagine if that had happened when I was needed in battle. It really is inexcusable.
Don't worry about it.
It's just, when I'm studying tactics, I lose track of time and... Oh, who am I kidding? I've always been like this. Before I came to the Officers Academy, I was a student at the School of Sorcery in Ferdiad. Even back then, I was pulling all-nighters well before the exams. And I never even noticed I was harming myself. I'm just too focused on my goal. I know I've already told you this, but I really love to learn new things. It's a passion of sorts. I first realized I had the learning bug when I was about 4 or 5 years old. My father was so happy to see me using magic. Seeing him happy made me happy too. And that made me want to work even harder. If only things could have stayed like that.
What do you mean?
When I was about 13, my father left home. He was a devout man, so I figured he'd gone to the monastery. That's why I went to the School of Sorcery, so that I could eventually get accepted at the Officers Academy. I studied harder than ever, and sure enough, I finally earned a referral. Unfortunately, my passion for learning became more of an obsession. I got so focused, I kind of forgot how to relax. Feels like I've been running in circles ever since.
What's the success point of this work?
That's true. Just look at today. If my hard work stops me from working hard, what good is it? Okay, it's decided. From now on, I'll try my best not to try my best.
That's confusing.
I'm sorry. All I meant is that I'll slow down a bit. From now on, if you see me going overboard, just let me know. I'm a new woman after all.
Alright. What now?
You're certainly not going easy on me. You fight like a mercenary, not a knight. You hunger for victory, pure and simple. You may not be aware of it yourself, but I see it.
Should I take that as a criticism?
No. Knights ought to have some hunger. I've always thought so. They depend too much on their swords. Only when they're wrested away do knights consider their hands and feet as weapons. That's not how it was for warriors of old. They weren't limited by their tools. Victory is what matters, not the method of achieving it. That's the attitude to adopt. I detect that in your style. It is plain to see.
That doesn't seem like praise.
You may take it however you like. I believe the difference between us lies within that hunger. But where does it come from? From the start, I was aiming to win. Yet I couldn't defeat you. Then I remembered something you said before.
I forgot about this last time we talked. Was it about your upbringing?
Indeed. I was raised to value strength above all else. Whereas you had a reason, an ambition, pushing you toward that hunger. So tell me, what was the reason? Why were you driven to become so strong?
To protect the people of Fortland.
Spoken like a knight. That's not what I would have expected. So that is the source of your hunger. I suppose I must find my own.
We can find it together.
If we're to get along, I think not. I'll be content if you continue to train with me. Perhaps it will come to me as I swing my sword.
Maybe it will. As you can see, I'm not really good at this, but I'm going to teach you all anyways. Just for the heck of it. Because my professor taught me to do this. Everybody's going to become part healer. There's nothing you can do to stop it. Man, if only Sophus was here, she would probably just fill my room with a little more comfort. But as it is, I'm just not seeing it. I don't see the inevitability of her returning. Hey, I finally have enough for Hubert. Thank God. I'm just gonna whoop you again. Just as you were to pop up. Not fall, okay.
Professor.
Hi, you are surprisingly a lot more taller than me now that we're this close.
Nice place, isn't it, Professor? Standing here, you can almost feel the goddess's absence.
Yeah.
Discounting what dwells within you, of course.
Huh?
Do you think some punishment would rain down from the sky if this monastery were to be destroyed? Of course not. Even if the so-called Immaculate One came back here for revenge, that would only be a result of this war, not the work of a deity.
Do you hate the goddess?
If it is between love and hate, then I would choose the latter. The goddess failed to properly govern this world. That is why it is necessary for Lady Edelgard to become the supreme leader of Fodlan. Those with power must use it wisely. Is that not a teaching of the Church of Seiros? It's absurd to preach to others what you cannot practice yourself.
Yeah. You're absolutely right.
Yes. It is our humanity that pushes us to step up and take the lead should the need arise. That is not the case for inhuman creatures with lifespans well beyond our own. We must fight to preserve what makes us human. You are the one closest to the enemy. I wonder if you will be able to maintain your humanity to the end.
Of course I will.
You make it sound easy. I find myself trusting you, even with my life. I've already dedicated my life to Lady Edelgard.
And I noticed.
To throw my lot in with you is inconceivable. But if I had 2 lives to give, I might devote one of them to you.
Might, not absolutely.
Not as master and servant, but as equal partners.
I see. Why yes, we're gonna look at the glass as I look for the menu now.
Professor, have you been looking for me again? I am very busy, you know. I must insist that disruptions for light-hearted chats of this kind be kept to a minimum.
I've been getting more complaints.
What did I tell you about falling victim to such salacious and slanderous rumors? As I've told you, there is obviously a conspiracy against me. There is no manner in which I could possibly be considered bothersome.
The girls actually do seem bothered.
Professor, I assure you, you have been deceived. My adversary has poisoned the hearts of these ladies against me. The plot goes deeper than I thought.
There is no conspiracy, this is real.
But if you truly do insist, please understand, Professor. I am not some scoundrel out for conquest. I am attempting to fulfill my duty as heir of House Gloucester. It is my responsibility to continue our noble line by finding a suitable lady to be my wife. It is a rigorous process. My family has the very highest standards for appearance, grace, temperament, and pedigree.
So commoners are excluded.
Typically, yes. Even if others are sometimes critical of that notion. For the nobility, marriage is not merely a union of individuals, it is also a union of families. It would not benefit House Gloucester to be tied to a family of powerless commoners, would it? To achieve supremacy, it is necessary for my line to be tied to that of an influential family. That is the best path to peace and prosperity for all of Fodlan. So as you can see, the fate of the whole world rests upon my shoulders.
No it doesn't, actually, no it doesn't. It's quite an obligation, though.
If it is a burden, it is one I am all too familiar with. We nobles are born to this duty. That being said, to avoid misunderstandings, I shall restrain myself until things calm down. I would rather not cause trouble for you, after all.
Fling! Oh.
Sorry. It looks like I'm going to have to leave you now.
One day, I hope you'll give this ring to someone you love, as well as I love her.
Someone I love. Oh, that is... So I guess that's the decisive point. I will make a spare word save.
With Aryan Road behind them, the Black Eagle Strike Force marches north to Ferdiad. They plan for the Imperial Army, stationed in former Alliance territory, to take over Fraldarius land, so they are able to attack Ferdiad from 2 directions. King Dimitri anticipates the Imperial Army's strategy, leading the Kingdom Army and Rhea's Knights of Seiros out of Ferdiad, and prepares to intercept the Imperial Army at the Tailtean Plains.
combat at Tailtean Plains.
Mother. Oddly, the rain has come to fall yet again.
What are you talking about?
At this place, once again, I will fight to take you back.
Wait a minute.
The one who keeps me from seeing you again. I will be sure to return them to the earth from whence they came. The foolish descendant of Hresvelg, who bears her fangs at me, will suffer the same fate.
Lady Rhea.
Call me Seiros now.
God! Well, no wonder there was in the actual bones of Seiros. See, is Seiros! It should have been obvious. Should have been obvious.
I am no longer the Archbishop, but rather a warrior.
Yes, Lady Seiros. Because of the rain, we have not yet confirmed the position of our enemy, or of the Kingdom Army.
Search the route to Ferdiad. It is unlikely that they have strayed far from it.
Yet the text box remains the same.
When you discover the Imperial Army's main force, commence the attack. If the Kingdom's army has already engaged, flank the enemy as planned.
As you wish.
Wait for me, dear child. I will be paying you a visit soon.
And I will be planning on killing you.
When this sword has been plunged into your chest, yes. That is the very moment I long for.
Shut up. Just shut up.
They would strike the church first. We must have miscalculated the rate of their advance. Reorganize the formation. We have no choice but to buy time until the church arrives. It will be a long battle. Are you afraid to do?
No. So long as I am at your side, there is nothing to fear.
I can always rely on you. Just watch, my friend. We will prevail. I will not fail to get revenge for all who have fallen.
I would follow you anywhere, Your Majesty. Good luck out there.
You as well, Dedu. You as well.
Your Majesty. For you, I will.
A flag of blue is flapping in the rain. It must be the Kingdom Army.
Yes. It seems that King Dimitri is leading the troops himself. However, the Knights of Seiros have yet to be seen. Perhaps they have split up.
I can't imagine that Dimitri would leave the capital to the church and face us with the Kingdom Army alone. He must be planning to use the church to gain the upper hand in battle. With the rain, that must be difficult to coordinate. Still, the Knights of Seiros must be around here somewhere.
And we should be on alert for attacks from the side and rear as well. Inform the entire army.
Yes, sir.
Now that I think about it, the Kingdom's army is quite different than it once was. They have taken a position of interception. In the past, the king would have introduced himself before beginning a fair fight.
A fair fight. The words alone remind me of how he once was. Don't you agree, Professor?
Dimitri?
Yes. He often spoke of such things back at the monastery.
Well, at the present, the words fair fight do not seem to suit Dimitri anymore.
Fair enough.
He dislikes making victims of his friends. But other than that, he will do most anything these days. If he stops at nothing to continue the onslaught, I cannot imagine what will become of the battlefield.
True. As soon as we can take our battle formation, we must advance. Dimitri, that past you cling to, I will soon free you from it.
Like, where's Seiros the descendant of Sophis or something? I don't understand what's going on. Sophis can't even decisively talk to me anymore, so I don't know why. I don't have enough support to get her to that point, so understandably enough, it's just so much to think about.
Here you are, Edelgard, at your eternal resting place. You have trampled and stolen and blinded yourself to the truth. Today, I will have vengeance for all you have done.
With this battle, The main force of the kingdom will be annihilated. Leave no enemy general alive. Least of all, King Dimitri.
We are uncertain of the enemy's plans, so let us advance our troops with caution.
Right.
The Knights of Seiros have yet to show themselves. They will join the battle at some point. Be ready.
What's my strategy?
Let's make this.
Hello. We like lightning.
I must lead them well.
You are dead.
Hardly worth the effort.
Ding.
Not my good.
Level up. Ding.
Feels like
I feel like the way I might have it be is just a little more impact on the gameplay than I expected. Enemy phase.
Don't worry, everyone. The reinforcements have arrived.
Reinforcements. We're in danger. We must defeat the enemy's generals before we're overwhelmed.
It's a shame I don't have any freaking flyers. And I would have lost stupid.
Here is something to believe in.
Dead.
You're making me look bad.
Yeah, you think?
Let's keep up the pace.
Just like that.
Can't pull back yet.
Experience retained. Level up.
I'm not.
Is he even active? Oh, Caspar.
Put me in there.
Are you? Nah, here to come.
How could I be late when I finally have the opportunity to destroy the Fallen One? This rain. It is the lamentation of my mother. Observe. I shall not fail in restoring balance.
Stop aiming towards Benedetta. Somewhere in between. Not good and not good at all.
All is going to plan. Another victory. I'm getting.
Turning desperation. Cool. Oh, you don't stay place, you actually move. That's the problem. I was afraid I was going to come to that.
Glory to the flag of the knights! Good fortune to his majesty! Fortune to Vargas!
Excuse me?
What the? That kingdom soldier just changed into a demonic beast. Did Tullus? No. This is something simpler.
This is the work of a crest stone. But why?
I gave them crest stones from the castle vaults.
To do?
Fool! Why did you do that?
If we lose here, the kingdom falls. It's our only hope.
You call this hope? Well, we must now claim victory so their deaths were not in vain.
Yes, Your Majesty. I am with you.
God dang ridiculous tactic. I'm not like window quotes, I don't like it at all. Okay, actually I'm gonna be out this view. Because I need to do something about these guys.
Winning is what matters.
I will not die yet.
Sonny, why can't you use magic?
I once walked this world of Seiros, the warrior, and defeated the Fell King Nemesis.
You fuck. You. I should have noticed the I should have noticed it. I should have noticed it right off the bat. I freaking hate you. Why am I over to Death Strength support you again?
Now, here I stand, facing one who wields the same sword as he. The fate you have chosen is also the same as his. To die in torment upon my sword, as the very lifeblood you have forsaken spills onto the earth.
Actually, I prefer not. I prefer not. Fuck off.
How can this be? I lost to that thief? Unacceptable! Watch out, Lady Rhea! Please retreat!
The Church of Seiros has fallen back, but we have no such luxury. Everyone, fight for your lives! Victory to Fargus!
Ugh. I think it's still pushing though. And I don't have any lamps. Good friggin' lord. I have not done damage to that thing even once. This is gonna be quite concerning otherwise. Oh, another one turns into a demonic beast.
All is going to plan.
Really annoyed.
This could turn the tides. What's my strategy? Now's our chance.
For the Empire!
Our power is
Gambit boost!
Each milestone informs the next.
Nice.
My skills are rising to my status.
I'll assist you.
Gambit boost!
We won't hold back.
I found.
I'm not letting you die on me, L. This feels like a terrible game of luck. At least this battle is. 10 damage didn't matter when you gained 16 HP anyways. Stop hitting L! Gambit boost!
Let's turn the tables.
Positive security got a 1.
I'll use. No mercy.
Hard. Is this the final act?
Hey yourself! Well, here from abroad.
It is time. Your Majesty, I will avenge your father. You are the one true king.
No!
To do. I will fight by your side until the bitter end. As long as I am with you, this lance of mine will know nothing of defeat.
So many demonic beasts. Why?
You lost that one.
Stefan!
Seems...
I'll fight to the
On!
I can help too.
Fine, how about this? I'm in.
So many gamma boosts.
It's time.
Die!
Another big...
Ah! Quit, please! Come on. This is gonna take forever.
My turn?
Well, maybe not.
Allow us. I have a strategy.
Seems to be working, maybe. Gonna get to level.
I shouldn't strain myself.
It took 9, but it was what, 17? Fudge off. Level up. Gotta whittle it down, little by little. Actually, you know what? Just do me a song to kill this guy.
I wasn't about to let you go.
Ah, yeah. Miss. This is the end! The do! Oh, I'm so sorry to do. I'm really sorry.
To do. You fool.
Wait, you actually did damage to it? Well, Bunny's dead. Well, not dead, just retreated.
The only possible outcome.
Jeez, stop coming to L! Just making it easy for yourself to die.
Let's keep up the pace.
Me of all people. Really?
Yes, really.
No mercy.
Level up. I believe I'm getting the heck out of Dodge. Why not start killing these guys, though?
This could turn the tides.
Because I need to kill them. Wouldn't be glad otherwise.
I do not tolerate obstacles. I've no...
You have to switch your time.
Future of Fodlan. I'm impressed.
Don't know why I used the Queen Sword. I'll clearly need the rest at some point. Okay, so I'll admit, probably grabbing food in the middle just wasn't a good idea because I'll probably be distracted. And I probably should have leveled up more, but, you know, here we go, I guess.
There are important things I must stay and protect.
Sorry to say, you're dead. Ow.
I'm sorry, Dimitri. I can't seem to stay on my feet.
Forgive me, Mercedes. Were it not for me, you wouldn't have gotten caught up in all this. And you might still be alive.
Okay, now I'm L. A little help over here. Thank you.
This could turn the tides.
I think I'm improving.
You think?
No time for accolades.
Okay, so probably get to Dimitri fast. Otherwise, who knows what. Really don't think this will be the end of the whole game, though. Unless it is, then that's a problem. It's already presents a problem. Oh wait, how far can you move? Right beyond that, okay. It's a good thing I gave myself some healing items. Gotta swing probably would have sufficed, but hey, whatever. I prefer if you stay dead.
I'm only getting...
Sorry to say it, Mercedes, but you're probably being distracted again. Sorry. I'm not risking anybody else near that thing. It's coming to us. I'm being safe. Even if it's not enough.
Why did you choose Edelgard, Professor? Why did you choose to walk this savage, bloody path? I cannot shake this feeling of regret. Regret that I must kill you now.
The same here, actually. Huh, funny, we both miss. Get everybody away from that giant thing, get everybody away from that giant thing, get away from that giant thing, get away from that giant thing, get away from that giant thing. Get away from the giant thing. Stay away. What? Screw you attacking from the front. I can do this. Okay, did I miss?
Why did you...
Nope, I still miss. Come on, please. This is just the one enemy I need to defeat. The one enemy. Please let me hit him. Thank you.
Watch and learn. No hesitation.
It's gonna miss, isn't it? Nope. Thank God.
No, not yet. I can't die just yet.
Sorry to be extremely be in another life.
Edelgard, you... I will kill you. You will know the regret of my father, who was killed for you. Of my stepmother, who was slain by your own daughter. You will bow your head before all of the lives you trampled for your ideals. Before you die in misery.
Your obsession with me is appalling. If you were a normal human, you would most certainly have died already. Farewell, King of Delusion. If only we were born in a time of peace, you might have lived a joyful life as a benevolent ruler.
To the fires of eternity with you. Ugh.
Dimitri.
Lady Rhea, King Dimitri has fallen in battle. The kingdom's army has retreated. It is impossible to preserve the front line.
Everyone withdraw immediately. Fall back to Ferdiad. The goddess is watching over us. If we hold strong, we will surely be saved.
No, she's probably gonna be like, yeah, you're just really bothersome. Why don't you just F off?
Understood. Retreat!
Why do you insist on being such a loathsome obstacle?
Because dealing with priests with F-sub ideologies is apparently my thing now.
You stole my mother's heart and wield the sword of the Creator, just like that savage King Nemesis. I swear, with these very hands, I will take her back. Until then, wait for me, dear mother.
Just F off.
Rhea. She is our enemy, but I must admit that she plays her cards magnificently.
You mean using the goddess's name in order to boost morale?
That's true, but she also shows great skill in devising her tactics, using the bewildered kingdom army as a shield while she and the knights retreated. If they ran all the way back to Ferdiad, it will be very difficult to pursue them.
Next time we will end this.
Yes, together we'll end this once and for all. For all the lives lost in battle, by our allies and foes alike. And for Dimitri as well.
For Dimitri?
Yes, the thirst for revenge that imprisoned him was the result of my uncle's strategy. He believed that I was the cause of everything, and he lost sight of his path as king.
Oh.
There was nothing I could do to save him, and so, the very least I could do was...
Oh? Are you crying?
No. The Edelgard who shed tears died many years ago. Everything that's happened, it's all just part of the ebb and flow of history.
Stop trying to hide it!
The tragedy of Duscar, our days at the Academy, Father's death, and the 5 years you were gone. After all of that, at long last, we're here, at this point in time. I hope you'll stay by my side until the very end.
Oh.
It's time for humanity to take this world back.